All right, so we've already gained informed consent. So again, we're starting on the neck, just in that upper cervicals, 3 fingers. I'm like that wide with my fingers. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sorry, I'm doing that. And also too, when I'm getting into the middle or lower neck, I'm not coming in from the side. I'm just going straight down. So in some cases, I might move the head and lift it, but I can actually get in reasonably easily into the side. Just relax with me. That's good. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, you can feel through this scalene's really tight. And that upper trap is quite, it feels like it's short. Does that make sense?
It is short.
It is short, there you go. And then, yeah, that pec is definitely a lot tighter. So again, it's more left-hand side, but I just do the same thing every time. I start at the top, I go down the right, and I'll go down the left. Sliding into the Dumai. And yeah, you can feel around T6. T5, 6 is really jammed up. And there's some definitely, if we think of it in terms of 5, 6, we're starting to play around in that heart region, right? So that would make sense why there's a bit of emotional instability, which Richard's already told me about. Tightness through here. So again, you know, I was talking about the other day that client who was diagnosed with POTS, and she's got kyphosis, the ribs jammed up in the upper thoracics on the left. So she's getting these symptoms, and because she's getting the symptoms, she's getting the emotional stuff with it. And even though she can logically try and talk herself out of it and go, this is just anxiety, I'm just anxious because of this, but this is okay, it's not a heart attack, because she had a million tests to make sure everything was fine. Just the fact that she's having those physical sensations will tip her into that adrenal freak-out response, that heart-kidney disconnection. Even though we don't think necessarily, I'm not thinking in a lot of this stuff, I'm not thinking in terms of Zung Fu relationships, you can still tie it in if you want to. So again, rolling up into that middle jowl, and yeah, he's super jammed up on that Dumai. Digestion a bit funky?
Oh, it's not too bad.
Okay. I don't believe him. So L5S1, I'm going to the SI joint. I'm going to the sacrum, middle of the glute, greater trochanter. Down the ITB, check the legs, not too bad. A little bit tight in the hamstrings. So 2 people have said this, whose opinion I do respect. One was Jimmy Chang, said, don't listen to the patient, listen to the pulse. And Slate was the other one, don't listen to the patient, basically diagnosed by palpating. Whatever the patient says is not necessarily relevant to what you're going to do, what you're diagnosing them with. Tight through that bladder channel. Yeah, really tight through that middle jowl bladder, and I guarantee it's going to be tight in the lower back. So, if we have a look, can we just bring that camera up and sort of looking down? So if we have a look at the shoulder here compared to the right one, can you see how it's sort of sitting, it's like rotating that way a little bit? Can you see that? Yep. And so all through here is really tight. And so as a result, as we were talking about before, we're going to get this tightness through the bladder channel and that Dumai. But then that's going to, if I have to tilt that shoulder, then there's going to have to be a hip response to it. So shoulder goes forward, hip goes back. So you get this going. So as a result of that, you're going to get tightness through that lower back as well. All right, so what are we going to do for you, my friend? We want to do the 7705 to 07. Are you okay if I use the 3 of them just to demonstrate?
Go for it.
Yep, okay. All right. So 3 on up, it's in between the stomach and the gallbladder. basically around about here. That's in. If I'm doing my normal technique, so notice how I'm anchoring the hand with that little finger, just so I don't get shake in the hand. And I'm just meeting the resistance against that point. I'm going to do all three of them, but I want to see how much I can get out of this one to start with. Checking the neck. That is heaps different. Can you feel the difference? Yep. Upper traps. I'm only going to get that so loose, right? Because it's already been shortened. But yeah, definitely looser through that pec as well. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yep. And if you have a look at that shoulder now. If you bring that camera up a little bit, look at that shoulder now. Can you see the difference? Yep. So that was needle going in and sitting on it for a couple of seconds. Look at how powerful that therapeutic effect can be just with one needle if you're using the right technique. And 7705. And so that bladder channel has settled down heaps. Now let's see if we got that middle jowl. No, still there. I had a feeling that was going to be a bit stubborn. So we'll just come back to this needle. You're definitely the best camera operator. I think it's important to compare. No,
Thank you.
it's great. No.
Thank you.
I am actually saying you're a good camera operator. Do you think I was saying the opposite?
I'm the worst IT person on the planet.
It's just point. Yeah, feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And much more loose through that lower back. All right, so I'll just put the other ones in and look at the depth of that. So that's a 40 mil needle. We're not in that far. Look at you go. You're getting a bit excited, aren't you? It's your new career. So I'll just throw in the second one.
I'm not sure about that.
A little bit high, probably. But again, the grand scheme of things, we're looking at a region.
Same line.
Instagram reel right there.
Sorry, what?
I said that's an Instagram reel right there.
Yeah. Well, we're running one in Japan next year, so we're going to try and get some Japanese interest. So there we go. And that's the third one. So 7705, 06, 07. It's the three weights. It's a really great, and you can see they're not in a line, right? Like, does it really matter? I don't think so. Really great for opposite side shoulder issues. Thank you.